Hello everyone, and welcome back to another digital planner video, take two. I already recorded this video once, and I guess I didn't get the record button hit, so we're doing it again. So I have a special treat for y'all. I have got my new custom order Prettiest little planner in. Tam got it finished today, and I am so excited to show it to y'all and so excited to start using it. I haven't even set up my tabs or anything yet. But I did choose a pink and teal. Pink is my favorite color. Teal's a close second. And because I was so excited, I decided to go to Etsy and look for a pink and teal sticker kit to match it. And I found this one by Dragonfly Printables. I thought this kit was really pretty. And it has some gold in it. Gold isn't my favorite, but it's an accent color, not the main color. So I'm okay with that. And this is the kit I will be planning with. I will include a link to our shop in the description. And here is my planner. Isn't it pretty? This was an undated one. I went through with the help of my son, and we just put in simple dates. That way, if I have an appointment or something, I can stick it in there and know which date's which. But I don't, when I do my plan with me each week, then I do like date covers. This is the horizontal, which I really like in this little planner. So the first thing we're going to do is take a screenshot of this planner page. Now we're going to open Keynote. And this is where I've been doing the bulk of my planning. And I'm really enjoying it. I couldn't imagine going back to just doing Keynote or just doing GoodNotes now. I really enjoy Keynote. So we're going to also go ahead and add 3 blank slides beside our main one, because the sticker kit is 2 pages, and then I like to have kind of a working slide. So now we're going to use the plus, go to my photos, and add in the screenshot that we took. And then we're going to do plus, choose your shapes, and take the rounded corner box. Now, when you go to line this up, you're going to see that the corner doesn't match perfect, and that's okay. So once I get that where I want it, I'm going to zoom back out and make it the whole size of just my page. I don't want it, I'm going to have to go turn off the edge guide, see if that works. I don't want it the size of the whole planner. I want it just the size of the page. Because basically what you do when you use Keynotes like this is you make a giant sticker. I'm then going to go and layer on top of my planner in GoodNotes, and in GoodNotes work on top of it. So now that I've got my rectangle the size of my page, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, there is a green dot. Notice all the rest are blue. If you adjust this green dot, it changes the sharpness of your corners. So now I'm going to not move that like I just did. Get that centered up. I'm going to touch and copy, and then I'm going to outside this, I'm going to press and hold, hit select all, and mask with shape, and then select done. Now we're going to undo, because when you do the select all and then mask with shape, you can move the background around a little bit, the planner page, to get it right where you want it. That will work for me. So now I'm going to paste this shape here so I don't accidentally lose it. Use the plus symbol, go to the photo, and insert from location. Mine are saved in my Good Drive. under my Etsy sticker folder. And like I said, there's 2 sheets. So I will do this one on each slide to open up both sheets that came with the stickers. And this is my first time using a printable from this shop. I was just looking for one that had some pinks and teals in it, and I saw hers. And I also had a really brilliant idea the other night. So I normally go on Google to find my background image, but I had one that I just could not find a background image that went with it when I was playing around. So I'm like, well, why don't I just use a full box and make it bigger? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to copy this one because it's where my full boxes are. And then we are going to crop until you have this pretty gold with the stars. I think that one is gorgeous. So adjust it a little bit. That's another thing I really like about Keynotes. You can really zoom in to get a nice clean crop. So now we're going to copy that, go to this page, my working page, and we're going to paste it. And there's a little bit of white showing at the bottom. So we're going to take care of that. Now, you're going to take and hold with one finger and spin with the other. And then you want to make sure that it's as big as your planner page. And then you're going to press and hold, select all, and mask with shape. Now here would be the time to kind of move it around if you wanted to make sure you got a certain area of that full box, but I'm pretty happy with it like it is. So we're going to copy this and put it on my planner. And then I'm going to use the paintbrush, style, and lower the opacity to about 50, I think. 50 looks pretty good. So now that we have that, we're going to go back to my presentations. I have one here where I've saved just the planner rings. So I'm going to get my rings, go back to the one I'm working on, and paste those right on top. That way, because the background did go over my original rings, this gives the rings that nice sharp look. So once I have those in place, I'm going to press and hold, select all, group them, and then use the paintbrush and lock them. That way they move as one image, and because I've locked them down as I'm working with this, I'm not going to be moving the background from the planner page and so forth. So now I think I'm ready to do my date covers. So we're going to do plus shape. I'm going to choose the squared box this time. I'm going to touch it, go to style, turn off the shadows because I've noticed the shadows make it harder for me lining it up. So now I'm going to just adjust this box. And the shadow on is its default. So once I have that, I'm going to cut it. Now I'm going to go to this one where she has most of her headers because I like the colors she has. But I don't use I need date covers, which this didn't come with. So I'm going to paste that shape that I made 3 times. Actually, yeah. No, we're not. I lied. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and paste it 3 times. I think this will be easiest. So the top one, we're going to go to the paintbrush, fill. We're going to scroll over till you get this circle. And if you look at the bottom, there is an eyedrop tool. Now, if you'll notice, my colors were already in there because, as I said, this is take 2. So I'm going to do the fill option for the second one and do the teal, and then the fill option for the third and do the purple. So now I'm going to take and copy the pink one and paste it on my planner page. Once I get that one lined up where I want it, I'm going to turn my guides back on because that will help line up the rest. So I'm going to go over here and turn on Edge Guide and Center Guide. And then I need to paste this one again. I'm going to actually turn Edge Guide back off because it is giving me problems. There we go. Okay. So we've got the pink ones in. Now we're going to go back and copy the teal ones. And I'm going to put those in place. And if you look with that center guide on, it really helps line them up quickly and easily. I like that it has the guide options. Sometimes it makes lining up things a little difficult. So if you're having trouble lining them up, you might try turning them off. Now I'm going to grab the purple one because this bottom box, which these come blank, I put the dates in like I did because this bottom one is the one I'm going to use for my sidebar notes section. So that's why I did that. But you could make it any of them if you wish. So that's one of the lovely things is it's very customizable. So we're going to delete these. And then I also want to put some washi along the bottom. Let's make that smaller. I think we're going to use this washi. Last time I used the other one, but this time I'm going to use this one. I guess that's the fun thing about doing it a second time. I can switch things up and see how it would have looked if I made different choices. Okay, so we're going to adjust or get this washi and paste it right here along the bottom. Now I do want it in just a little bit. There we go. We're going to copy this one that I've already sized and paste it. Actually, I lied. I want it to go right to the edge. I think that'll look the best. Now that does mean I lose some of the rounded corner on this one. I have thought of a way to fix that, but I should have done it with this. I'm going to go ahead and do it so I can show y'all. So we have this that we've already masked. I'm going to do plus in the shape, and I'm just going to put another one right on top of this, mostly because I need the shape. So I'm going to adjust my corners again. Now, I want to, before I do that, I'm going to do something I didn't do on the other one too. I'm going to take this star washi and I'm going to put it at the top. I'm going to leave it blank there. And I'm perfectly okay if this is a little big right now. Okay, we're going to unlock and ungroup. I want to select the planner rings, use the paintbrush, arrange, and bring them all the way to the top. That way it makes the washi look correct, at least to me. And now I'm going to select all, group, and I'm not going to lock it down yet. Now I'm going to go get this shape. Copy, and I'm going to paste it and line it up on it. And then I'm going to press and hold, select all. And I don't know if that'll work because I did this with another one. I was thinking if I just masked the shape over it, that it would work. So what we're going to do is delete that shape. We're going to double tap. We're going to ungroup this. Okay, we're going to adjust this washi so that it fits, because I don't want it hanging off the top since I'm not going to use the mask to cut it off this time. Zoom in so I can get this lined up. Yeah, since I'm not going to use or it won't let me use the mask to do it, we're going to just layer these. I'm going to select my rings. Make sure they're all the way on top still. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we are going to delete one part of this washi. And then I'm going to stretch the other one to make it big enough. And then we're going to copy it and delete it. Go to where we made that mask. I'm going to paste it. We're going to delete this background. Okay. Now we're going to select all, mask with shape. And then we're going to adjust it so that that washi strip is in the bottom. And remember, we had it the right size, so we're going to line up the bottom. Then we're going to hit, that did not work. Undo. Hold on. I did this the other day. I think maybe I had them layered differently. Let's try that. Okay. Now with the shape on top, let's press and hold. Select all, mask with shape. And then hit done. Okay. And then we'll just, there we go. Now we can copy this and put it on the bottom, and I've got my rounded corners. That was a whole heck of a lot of work for rounded corners. I'm just saying. Don't expect that one to happen every week. But I'm glad I figured it out. Because I had done it with another one I was working with and just couldn't remember how I had done it. So Now that I have that in place, it's actually a little too tall, so I'm going to adjust that. There we go. I'm going to make sure my rings are all the way on the top again. Now I'm going to select all, group, and lock this down. Okay, now we're ready to go on with the plan with me. All that for a strip of washi. Okay, if we look, she doesn't have any check boxes, but she does have the little check flags. So we're going to copy this, paste it over here, make sure it's in frame, and we're going to start with this pink one and crop down pretty close. Once we're done, then we can make it larger, double tap, and adjust our cropping to get a cleaner crop. And because they are the check flags, I'm going to use the paintbrush, go to image and do the instant alpha and take off some of this white. So now we're going to copy this, go to my planner page. I know it's huge. We're going to make it smaller. And now I want to turn my edge guides back on so I can line those up. There's the first one. Am I happy with that? There we go. That looks better. No, it doesn't. I guess I'm feeling very indecisive tonight. Okay. Now that I have that one, I'm going to copy it. I want a pink one everywhere I have a pink header or a pink date cover. So I'm going to have to zoom in and line that one up. I need one more. And then I'm going to paste an extra one, double tap, and get this lighter teal color because it matches the date covers. And then I'm going to put those in place. Now I'm going to make sure I select that one and copy it. That way I don't have to change it each time. It's already selected that color. And get those in, get that one in place. And then I'm going to paste it one more time and choose the purple. Because I want a to-do box for this week. Let's make that bigger so I can get it. Sometimes I like to have one for things that I want to get done that really don't have a specific day. So I may, say want to clean out my pantry, but not really it have to be done on Tuesday. So this gives me just kind of a task list I can use. Now I'm going to go and let's see. Let's work on our sidebar. I definitely want to use this. I'm going to use it as my habit tracker this week. I'm actually going to cut off that white part, and I'll show y'all why when I get to labeling things. So we're going to copy that and paste it line it up, make it fit where it's supposed to. Okay. And then we're going to go back. On this same one, she has this up here, gold Monday through Sunday checklist. And I'm going to use that for my meals this week. So it has the days of the week. So that sounds good. And when I meal plan, I don't always it have to be on that day. Sometimes it's just, I have the stuff in the refrigerator to make these meals, and then that kind of gives me a list of I know I have these ingredients, and I'll just kind of plug it in on whatever night looks good. So there's that part. Now let's go and get some habit trackers, or not habit, little things. We already have habit trackers. So I'm going to adjust this. And I'm starting with this one because I know I have a phone call, and I'm going to kind of try to go through day by day. I can't remember if I copied that. Let's make sure I copied that. Okay. And again, it's kind of large, but I can shrink it down. Okay, so we have I know I have a phone call on Monday. Now we're going to copy it and paste it. And while I don't have a phone call on Tuesday, I'm going to use the gold asterisk to mark our appointments this week. My son has an appointment that day. His after school. Now that the holidays are over, things are kind of returning to normal. I'm going to copy that. I know my oldest son has his after school on Wednesday. Make sure I line those up. Thursday, we have 2 appointments, which is our typical weekly appointments. When I use keynotes like this, I will put in the things I already know are going to happen, and then the stuff I would have pre-planned goes in. But then if I have stuff come up during the week that I want to add in, I also have this sticker kit. I'll just open it in GoodNotes and then do the circle and crop like y'all have seen me do so many times with GoodNotes. And I'll use that to add in extra appointments or whatever through the week. So that's most of what I have. Let's see. That Hello Weekend's really cute. I think I'm going to try to use that. So, and it is, if you look, I've already made this alpha, so it cuts off the background. I have to bring that in just a little more. Okay. And I know Friday really isn't the weekend, but this is a vertical kit, so I don't really have a good place to put it. So I'm going to put that on the second half of the week. Because I thought it was really cute and I wanted to use it. Okay, so that is the most of it. Now I'm going to go and add in my days of the week. So we're going to select text, kind of move it up here where I want it. Make sure it's selected, and we're going to type Monday the 9th. Make sure the whole thing's highlighted. And then go to the paintbrush. Let's pick a font. And because I did this earlier, I know what font I want as soon as I find it. It's noteworthy. Okay. I want to change the size to 24-ish. We'll go with 22. And I want to change the color to white. So now I'm going to get this kind of centered or close to centered. And then I'm going to copy it, paste it, and then type in Tuesday the 10th. This is probably the most boring part of the whole video, and I'm sorry, but because I do this basically as a giant sticker in GoodNotes, I need to go ahead and have my dates in place. So I hope everyone is having a good recovery from the holidays. I love the holidays and I love all the festiveness, but it can get tiring. I'm ready for my kids to be back in school and just kind of that normalcy that we're used to. And I don't know if some of y'all watching are parents, but I feel that for some reason after Christmas break, it's like my kids only go to school half the time. They seem to be out more days than they're in after Christmas break. So I enjoy while they are in. I do have one son that's homeschooled. So he's always home, but the other two, which are my younger two, go to school, public school. So it seems like they have a lot of days out after Christmas break. So we're on Thursday. While I'm working on these boring dates, because like I said, I know they're a must, but I know they're not the most entertaining to watch, I want to take a chance to thank everyone for watching my videos, for subscribing, for liking, and the support that y'all have given. Knowing that y'all enjoy the videos and want more videos, it's what's kept me making them. I am so glad that y'all can take something away from them, learn something. I know there's not that many digital planning videos out there, so I'm sure, learning just some of the tips and tricks is nice. And I've enjoyed getting to know some of y'all. We have a wonderful group over on Facebook. I've enjoyed so much interacting with everyone and getting to know people. If y'all haven't subscribed, please do. That way you will get a notice when I put up a new video. And I hope, like I said, that y'all enjoy these, that it's helpful for y'all. So I'm going to label these. That's the reason I took off the white part, is because I knew I planned on using the same font. Now I'm going to do one for dinner. Because that's where I'm going to put my meal plan. If y'all have any suggestions of videos or comments, please feel free to leave them below, or you can email me. I love hearing from y'all. Like I said, I love knowing that y'all enjoy the videos, that, they've been helpful to y'all. Well, we don't need it quite that tiny. Okay, so now we have all of our dates in here. I have pretty much all the stickers I want, my to-do list. I can't think of anything else I really need to add. Let's check our sticker sheets. Make sure we didn't leave anything off that we wanted. I did. Let's go ahead. I wanted to use these bill due stickers because I had a couple bills that I wanted to put in. So I'm going to do the alpha on this sheet because they do have the rounded corners. I don't like how that looks. Zoom in. But they do have the rounded corners. So if I do the alpha, then when I put it in my planner, it still has the rounded corners. Whereas if I use the square select tool here, it's going to have squared corners. So I'm going to add this in. I have one on Tuesday, and that is way too big. But I can adjust it. Another beautiful thing about digital. And then I'm going to copy it and paste it because I also have one due on Wednesday. So then I'm going to just move that over. Now I believe I'm done. Okay, now how I get this to GoodNotes is I'm going to, first off, unlock what I had already locked. Because if it's locked down, it won't copy it. Then I'm going to press and hold, select all, and then copy. There's a little, oh, that's not good. Let's try that again. Hey, at least all of it's still here. Is it still locked? No. I wonder, before we do that, we're going to go back to the planner, press and hold, and hit. It did not. Okay, because paste isn't an option. So let's try this again. Press and hold, select all, and hit copy. There we go. Now we're going to go to GoodNotes. It's where I do most of my planning. Like I said, I lay my week out. That's what happens when the background is still locked. So we need to undo that and go back to Keynotes. I guess I didn't get it unlocked. There we go. Now let's try this one more time. Select all and copy. There we go. But I do the bones of my planning in Keynote, and then I do the writing in and the daily planning part here in GoodNotes. See, now I'm going to paste this on here and use the handlebars to adjust the size, pretty much like a giant sticker. It's pretty much what I'm doing. I need it just a little bit bigger. And then once you get it the size and set into place where you want it, if you tap away from it, it will seat it into place. And then, like I said, pretty much it's a giant sticker that I designed with my layout. There we go. Now you can move it around with the select tool, but I'm going to use white like I did for my headers and fill in some details. I know for this one, I need a call unemployment. My husband lost his job around Christmas, and we're trying to get everything settled with them while he's looking for a job. I know that day I need to check my middle son's grades. I like to check those weekly. And my oldest son's. He is homeschooled, but some of it's done online. So I like to go and make sure his grades are doing good. My youngest son has after school that day from about 3 to 6. This day, my electric is due, and it's actually already paid. But I want to go ahead and I like to keep track of those in here. Wednesday, my oldest son has his, I say after school, he's homeschooled, but it's the same after school program. So this one I still need to pay. And let's see. Okay. Moving on down. We have an appointment with Michelle at 11 a.m. We have an appointment with Nancy at 2 p.m. And then Big Bang has started airing again. So I have seen every episode of that show, so I want to make sure I keep up with that one. Now for habits. I'm going to do in a neater writing. Teeth. I'm horrible about remembering in the morning. Face. I got some stationary bike pedals for Christmas. I want to do those. My vitamin. I need to remember to do those. I need to remember to make the bed because some days I just forget. And then puppy. I am my dog's house trained, but I'm working on teaching him some tricks. So I try to put in a little effort towards that each day. So that is what my week looks like this week. I think I've got everything kind of filled in at this point. It'll fill in more through the week, but I hope you all have enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed this look at my custom Prettiest Little Planner. Make sure if you're interested in getting one of these planners, you go check out our Facebook group. I'll include the link below. We do post coupon codes sometimes in the group. We do have one for the group right now that is 50% off your order. So if you're interested in getting that coupon code, you might come check us out on Facebook. And if you want to get a planner, now is a really great time to do it. Tam does amazing work. I absolutely love all my planners I've gotten from her. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see y'all on Facebook. Have a great week.